A heartwarming story about finding hope and purpose. In a quiet, picturesque village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young man named Ethan. The village, though vibrant with the chatter of its friendly inhabitants, always seemed like a small cage to Ethan. He felt trapped in the monotony of his life, burdened by the weight of his unrealized dreams. Ethan's heart was heavy with despair, and he had begun to lose hope in finding purpose in his existence. Ethan lived alone in a modest cottage near the edge of the village. His parents had passed away when he was a boy, leaving him to fend for himself. Over the years, he grew into a capable yet discontented man, working odd jobs around the village to survive. He spent his evenings gazing at the stars, wondering if life had more to offer. One day, while walking through the woods near the village, Ethan stumbled upon an old, weathered journal half buried in the dirt. Curious, he dusted it off and opened its pages. The journal belonged to someone named Eleanor, who seemed to have traveled far and wide, recording her adventures and reflections. The entries spoke of breathtaking landscapes, encounters with kind strangers, and moments of profound self-discovery. Ethan was captivated. One particular entry struck a chord in his heart. Life is a tapestry of trials and triumphs. It is only by stepping beyond the familiar that we find the threads of hope and purpose. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. Eleanor's words echoed in his mind, stirring something deep within him. He decided that it was time to break free from his rut and embark on a journey of his own, even if he didn't know where it would lead. The next morning, Ethan packed a small bag with essentials, took the journal for guidance, and set off on foot. He left behind his fears and doubts, determined to find meaning in the unknown. His journey began with a sense of trepidation, but as he walked, the beauty of the world around him started to lift his spirits. After a few days of traveling, Ethan reached a bustling town. Here he encountered people from all walks of life. Among them was a cheerful street artist named Lily, who painted vivid scenes of joy and resilience. Ethan watched as she transformed a blank canvas into a masterpiece, her hands moving with purpose and passion. Intrigued, Ethan struck up a conversation with Lily. She shared her story of overcoming hardships and finding solace in art. "I paint because it gives me hope," she said. "Each stroke is a reminder that beauty can emerge from chaos." Inspired by Lily's outlook, Ethan decided to stay in the town for a while, helping her set up her art displays and learning about her craft. Though he had no talent for painting, her words resonated with him. He realized that hope wasn't something to be found, it was something to be created. As weeks turned into months, Ethan continued his journey, meeting more people who left indelible marks on his soul. There was an elderly farmer who taught him the value of patience and persistence, a compassionate nurse who showed him the power of kindness, and a group of children who reminded him of the importance of joy and laughter. Each encounter added a new layer to Ethan's understanding of life. Slowly but surely, he began to feel a sense of purpose. He realized that his journey wasn't just about discovering himself. It was about connecting with others, learning from their stories, and sharing his own. One chilly evening, Ethan arrived at a small coastal village. The place was quiet, with the sound of waves crashing against the shore filling the air. He noticed a woman sitting alone on a bench, staring out at the sea. Her face was etched with sorrow. Ethan hesitated but then approached her. "Mind if I join you?" he asked gently. She nodded, and they sat in silence for a while. Eventually, the woman, whose name was Margaret, opened up about her struggles. She had recently lost her husband and felt lost without him. Ethan listened intently, offering words of comfort and sharing his own experiences of loss and resilience. Margaret smiled faintly. "Thank you," she said. "I didn't realize how much I needed to talk to someone." That night, as Ethan walked back to his inn, he felt a profound sense of fulfillment. He had helped someone find a glimmer of hope, just as others had done for him. It was then that he understood his true purpose, to be a beacon of hope for those in need. Years passed, and Ethan continued his travels, touching countless lives along the way. He became known as a kind and wise wanderer, always ready to lend a helping hand or a listening ear. The journal he had found became a testament to his journey, filled with his own reflections and the stories of those he met. One day, Ethan returned to his village. The once familiar streets now felt different, not because they had changed but because he had. He no longer saw the village as a cage but as a place where his journey had begun. Ethan decided to settle down and open a small center where people could come to share their stories, find solace and rediscover hope. He called it the Tapestry, in honor of the words that had set him on his path. The center became a haven for travelers, villagers, and anyone seeking connection. Ethan's journey had come full circle, and he had found not only hope but also a profound purpose in helping others do the same. In the end, Ethan realized that life's meaning isn't something we stumble upon. It's something we create, thread by thread, through the relationships we build and the impact we have on the world around us.